Hello and welcome to Woo Woo Wednesday. I am Brit Carmichael, the founder of Shine School and the Shine from the Inside Oracle, where I empower women to break free of the fear that stops them from shining their light. I also host luxury goddess retreats where we get together for 6 days for transformation, healing, connection, and so much magic. And I can't believe it. We're less than 100 days away from the next goddess retreat going down in Colorado. I am literally so freaking pumped for this year. I don't know about you, but I want you to take a moment to tune in and see how you're feeling this year. I know it's kind of off to a slow start with the retrogrades going down, and it feels a little like we're walking through that muddy water and molasses, and it's like keeping us feeling stuck. But today, things have shifted. The tides have turned, the stars have moved, and it is definitely a shift in energy where we start to feel possibility. You know, with it being 1/1/1 today, January 11th, this is a really potent time to plant those seeds of what it is you want to create in your mind. So it also happens to be my biological father's birthday. So I have a very special ritual that I do every year on this day, and I'm going to share that with you guys later. But before I do, I just want to take a moment to say hello to everyone who's tuning in. Let me know where you're watching from, who's here in the house, and how are you feeling? Are you ready for 2023? I know that this year is going to be a powerful year. It's going to be one of a lot of inward comfortability. We've got to get comfortable with ourselves. We have to create that sense of inner peace, because when we cultivate that, when we focus on that, all of the rest of the details unfold, and we can handle it because we're not caught up in fear and anxiety and stress and overwhelm and pressure of perfectionism. So cultivating inner peace this year is definitely priority. Hello, Anna. It's so good to see you, goddess. Woo woo Wednesday, watching it from the moon. You guys are amazing. All right. So I'm just so pumped to be here with you. I'm going to pull some cards from the Shine from the Inside Oracle with a message that we get the momentum going. That's one of the topics that we're going to be covering on the Elevated Life podcast this month, is building momentum, because as the retrogrades go direct, that energy is going to be like, and I've said this, I have said this, mark this in history. I've been saying it. It feels slow, but you are meant to rest right now, because at the end of the month, you are going to be asked to let's go. It's going to be action required, action necessary. Right now, action to be taken is not as important as the rest. We're building up our reserves. I was on a coaching call today, and I told her, I was like, we're like a squirrel getting the nuts right now. We just need to conserve all that energy and use it when we're being called to act. So don't force yourself into action because you freak out in the in-between or the transition, and you need a little patience in the process. Which is also a course that I'm working on called Shift. It started in 2020, but I kept shifting. And now I really feel like this year is the year where everyone's ready to make that transition, that big leap in their life. So before we dive in, let's take a moment to tune in. Take a big deep breath in through your nose, filling up those lungs, then just let it go. I want you to do that a few more times. Big, deep breath in, as deep as you can get it. Fill up your belly, fill up your lungs, and then exhale, push that energy down your body, out your legs, into the earth. We're going to ground our energy here together. So one more big deep breath in, and then send that energy down to the earth. All that you're feeling, all the stress, imagine a wave of relaxation and a waterfall just washing over your head, your shoulders, your body, and sending all that energy down. Let it go and connect it to the earth. Now, on your next inhale, we're going to do something different. Now, I want you to breathe in, but I want you to pull energy up from the earth. Imagine as if you're pulling energy from the core of the earth and pull it all the way up into your body. So breathing in, pull that energy up from the earth, in through your legs, up through your heart, up to your crown chakra, and then exhale, send it back down. We're going to do that a few more times, breathing in from the earth, pulling up that energy. Imagine as if you're pulling up all the energy from the earth and then bringing that into your body, and exhale, letting go of just anything that feels stuck or tension or anything like that. Now, one last time, we're going to breathe in, pulling up that energy from the earth, seeing how we're feeling, and then exhale, let it out, let it go. Bianca says she's in the house from Australia and she's a Pisces. Yeah, let me know what your zodiac sign is as well. Diana in Colorado Springs. Hello, hello. It is just so good to see everyone. I am absolutely pumped. Okay. Whew, feel good, feel grounded. This is the most important aspect, especially as an empath or a sensitive, grounding and protecting your energy before you get going in the day, because hey, sensitives pick up everyone else's emotions and feelings. So that can throw us off our rocker and be like, I don't even know how I'm feeling. I'm so overwhelmed. But when we take that just small intentional time, we don't need like a whole hour or 3 hours like I like to take. I'm slow about it. You can use 15 intentional minutes, 5 intentional minutes of just breathing in that energy, just like we did. We did less than 10 deep breaths together. And I wonder how you're feeling. Do you notice that you're feeling a little bit calmer or more relaxed, more present in the moment, not so caught up in the chaos of our mind and our thinking? Take a moment to really sit in this energy of presence, of feeling good, of taking that time out from your day. All right. Hello from Manchester, UK, a Leo in the house. Oh my gosh. We've got Australia. We've got Colorado. We've got the UK. We've got Texas in the house. We got Virginia in the house. It is just amazing to see all of you, all of your beautiful souls here from all over the world. All right. So let's set some intentions here. What do we need to know to get that momentum going? I know that it's not quite action time yet, but it's seed planting time in our mind. And the thoughts that we create are way more powerful than anything that you give credit to. You don't realize that the thoughts become things, and the things become actions, and the actions become habits, and the habits become beliefs. Like, hello, it's a chain reaction, and it starts with your thinking. This is actually after yesterday's masterclass in the Elevated Life Club on the science of getting rich. I woke up a different person, and I taught the fucking class with Chris, but doing those meditations and just really taking time to figure out what it is that we want, and what does redefining success, what does success mean for us? We gave different categories for you to assess and really visualize and dream up what that perfect year would look like. And it was so interesting to see so many people had different priorities. Some priority were health, some were recreation, some were business. We're all in different parts of our journey, but going through the exact same thing at the exact same time. Honestly, like, we all have to balance this thing called life, especially if you're growing a business. So shout out to the entrepreneurs that are doing life and having to build and create an entire entity, a breathing, living being, if you will. It's like more than having to take care of like your little puppy, like it's just like, if you really want to grow and build a business, you've got to put so much love, nurturing, attention, and all the things, so much focus. That's actually the word that Chris and I have written on our whiteboard in the office, is focus. This year we've got to really focus and do the things that we say we're going to do, rather than just being like, hey, we're going to hang out because it's fun and we love it. Although we do a fair share of that, but maybe sometimes too much, because we just have too much fun together, which is why we're in business together too. So we can always fucking hang out. All right. So I've got one card to show up. What is that momentum? So today, today with it being 111, it is about, and there's 11. I see 11 little hearts or whatever right here. Oh, the numbers are everywhere. We've got to keep our minds and our thoughts positive and focused on what we do want and not what we don't want. That's called worry, and it's a waste of your imagination. And it doesn't feel good. It creates stress in the body. So today, use your mind to plant seeds of, this would be at the end of the year. Imagine as if it was December 31st, 2023, and you're looking back and saying, wow, thank you for that increased energy and vibrancy in my health. Thank you for that increase in friends and support, and blah, 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 blah. Thank you for the increase of abundance and growth in my business. I want you to imagine as if it's already happened at the end of the year, and start to give thanks and cultivate that feeling of appreciation now. And that is the secret sauce. I don't know if I need to say it in Spanish to make it make sense for it to come across, but this is the secret sauce. So it's all about feeling good and appreciating what you do have, rather than focusing on what you don't have, because you're so focused on the future. From Philadelphia, I just got your powerful card deck yesterday. I'm so happy now. Ooh, sending you sparkle magic. Let me know what your first card pull is. I am always curious, because I can, since I wrote the freaking deck and the book, I know so much about what these cards represent and where that shows me where you're at along your journey. So when I hear people's first card pull, or they show me their spreads, I'm just like, oh, let's talk. I know exactly how to help through this transition in your life. Okay, I'm going. Here we are. Nourish your body with high vibing energy. Woo! this is a big one. So what I was talking about earlier is cultivating that inner peace. Everything that we do is about cultivating and preserving our energy. That's what boundaries really are. Boundaries are protection of our energy so that those energetic vampires don't suck us dry and drain us dry. It's not necessarily boundaries like I put a freaking moat up around my house. It is really about creating that energetic boundary of you're not going to siphon my energy because you're not bringing anything to the table as well. So when I see Nourish Your Body with high vibing energy, of course, I've got all the fruits and the high vibing foods to help bring more of that energy into your body. But it's also about your environment. Nourishing your body with high vibing energy is creating a sense of peace in your life. So when you come home, do you feel chaotic and stressed? There's shit all over the place and there's kids everywhere and like you don't have a sense of rest and relaxation. You don't feel like you have that safe environment. That's also nourishing your body with high vibing energy. So yes, we're talking about eating more vegetables, eating high alkaline foods, but also we're talking about bringing in more relaxation into the body and more calmness in our environment. So I want to know, are you feeling called to make some changes to bring more vibrancy and energy into your life right now? Okay. Oh, you guys are so awesome. I'm glad I caught it for a while. I just love that you guys are making friends in the chat. It's just so cute. Okay. Nourish your body with high vibing energy. Is there anything else that needs to come through on this one? It's really consistency, small baby habits. It's not about overhauling. And if that's your all or nothing mentality and it works for you, work it. But if it doesn't work for you and it stresses you out and overwhelms you, I want you to eliminate one thing. And then when you make that elimination, we have to fill it with something, right? It's like when you stop smoking, like, what are you going to replace that habit with? So what are you going to eliminate in your life that is draining your energy, whether that's like sugar or, funny enough, coffee. Coffee is, although you think it's giving you energy, it's actually taking away from your ability to naturally create it. So what are you going to eliminate in your life that is draining energy? And then what are you going to put in replace of that? So if you're eliminating sodas, that was my first big change when I went on my health journey. I was like, I drink soda all the time. I've got to eliminate that. So instead of my whole diet, I just picked one thing, and I knew sodas was going to be the hardest one because I'd already tried it and I got the headache and I didn't like it. But I gave up. And in replace of that, I started drinking water. And you know what? We make it cute. We program our water with these positive little affirmations, and this thing goes with me everywhere. Actually, I think this is my fourth one because I leave them in the dressing rooms at those boutiques. Like, I forget. I don't know. I'm so excited about the clothes, whatever. So, funny story. When I first started dating Chris, he would come to my house with a gallon of water and a duffel bag with this protein powder in it. And my dad was always like, what in the world is this? I'm like, he cares about his health. Okay. First time here. So excited for you first timers. Just what I needed. Gabby from Germany. Oh, we got Germany in the house. Holy smokes. It's just so incredible. I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. All right. Baby steps, stay on track, breathe, and listen to your body. Boom. That's it. Next one. Show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. So when we become vibrant, when we, someone was asking me, I want to learn to develop my intuition and psychic abilities, and I want to be more of that open channel to creativity. Okay, well, here's what we got to do. Eliminate toxins from your body. Eliminating the toxins from the body helps to create high vibing energy, which is what we can do through plants and food and alkalinity. When we create that high vibing frequency, then we can become that channel of vibrancy, of light. And that's exactly what the Shine from the Inside Oracle, Shine School, the Shine Tribe Sisterhood. You guys see the common theme of the word shine? This card was created out of this understanding that when we fuel ourselves with love and positivity and, some plants, we can become this energetic vessel and this channel of this vibrant energy. I'm going to get real vulnerable with you guys because as a healer and as a reader and a psychic and all the things, like I'm always holding space for so many people, but I don't really have a huge community where I get to plug in to be held space for. And I'm not saying I haven't had that and that they aren't there every time I need them. They are. But in this particular case, on my birthday in October, I had a reading with a woman out of Sedona. Again, teachers appear when the student is ready. And I needed to be reminded that we are not meant to give of our energy. We are meant to open up and become a channel and vessel of divine energy flowing through us. And the things that stop that flow are fear, is self-doubt. It's eating processed food, which seems like, well, how does that seem spiritually? Our home, our freaking body is our temple, and it is our barometer. Our body is a barometer for receiving intuitive messages, for knowing that something feels off. And so many of us have cut off that innate, natural, intuitive ability because we disassociate from our body, whether we've been #MeToo or we are overweight, we don't like our body, we've been told like you're not pretty or whatever. We start to disassociate from our body, and that puts us in a world of trouble, because that's the only way that we can connect to our intuition. And then we will constantly feel in a state of uncertainty or lost or lack of clarity because we're not going inward for answers. I had no freaking idea that we would go there with that channel, talking about showing off your sparkle and shining from the inside. But I think this is a really common thread that's coming up during this retrograde. And hello, full moon in Cancer, and everyone with the Cancer moons right now, like we're off the charts, okay, on emotion. So right now, all of those fears and all of those self-doubts that we've harbored away in the shadows are coming to light. And the most important thing I can tell you is to witness and not attach, because they're coming up to be released. They're sweeping out of the closet. We're clearing out that space. And so many times we trick ourselves or forget our power in those moments, that we kind of cling back onto those old beliefs or those old ways of feeling and responding to the world, or reacting rather. But in this particular case, with these retrogrades and this full moon shining light on our shadows, it's meant for us to just witness it. And when we can look our light in the face of darkness, it's gone. It's gone. So it's so important for you to stand firm in your faith in yourself and your confidence in yourself. When that fear is kicking in, you get around someone who will remind you of your power. I needed that yesterday. Here I am giving it to you because I got it yesterday. I looked at Chris, and what are the odds that I only have 2 cards out of 44 that have my picture on it. And today they're both here. Okay. Weird. But yesterday I needed that pep talk. As I mentioned earlier, I went to that psychic and I said, pour into me. I need some love. And she said, honey, your aura looks like a balloon with pinholes in it. You got to stop giving your generator energy. Although people love being in it and they feel good in it, you've got to set that aside for you and become the channel, become a clear channel. And that's what this message is really showing today, is clearing your channel physically, mentally, emotionally, and really checking those fears out the door. I see you, no fucking thanks. That's really how simple it needs to be. Hell yeah, Shelby says. All right, last card for the week. Let's tune in. Oh, hello. Your reality is a reflection of your inner world. Hello, with the truth hitting us in the face today. This is what I was talking about earlier with it being a 1/11 day. This is a time of planting seeds. We're at a step 21 in astrology. And that means that it is time to play and time to have fun and all that hard stuff of like getting through the muck. We're there. We did it. We're not quite through the final chapter and final closure, but this is a very potent time to start planting those seeds without the presence of the past, without the fear and the doubt and the old beliefs that we used to operate from. Those are starting to break away, and we're starting to create a clear vision of what it is that we want to create. So many people that I coach, one of the first things I ask is, what do you really want? And I'll be damned, half of them, I don't know. Well, guess what? You're the only one that can know. And you, when you make that decision, can have the reality that you want. But the reason why you don't have it is because, one, you either haven't made it clear and definite of what you want to experience and how you want to feel, or two, you are working your way to that goal, and it's about appreciating and enjoying the journey along the way. So if you're not on the journey now, which, hey, we're all on a path and we're all moving somewhere, but if you haven't made that clear set in stone destination, this is a beautiful time to clear out all the clutter and focus on what is it that you really want and how you want to feel this year. I see you. No thanks. No fucking thanks. Exactly. We're going to look that fear in the eye and say, get the fuck out. No, thank you. Fuck around and find out is what Chris and I have been saying all week. Just like, being playful. Like, we always have to bring that playful energy because it can get too heavy and it can get too serious in life. So today with this message, I would say, make sure you're doing something fun. Raise that energy by either dancing, laughing, playing, singing, orgasming, drinking a freaking green juice, eating cucumbers, because cucumbers are the most highly alkaline food. They rank at a 10 on alkalinity. So if you want to change your diet, start with some fucking cucumbers. Okay, boom, there's your secret sauce. All right, show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. Let me know which card is resonating with you today, because this is the message. Clear your body, clear your mind, become that clear channel so that you can create the life that you dream of. It's message is now, the ball is in your court is what I'm being shown. So the ball is in your court to make those decisions, to take aligned action. And, you know, speaking of aligned action, if you haven't seen it, my Authentically Aligned Goal Setting Guidebook is still half off. We're keeping that sale just a little bit longer for everyone who's like moving through those quitter, on the 13th, in 2 days, it's National Quitters Day. So we're keeping the sale through Quitters Day. So when you get to that point and you're like, yep, I definitely have been slacking on getting clarity on where I even want to go and what actions I want to take that make me feel good, this 44-page guidebook is 20 different exercises that I use in my own personal business to grow multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses throughout the last 15 years, and how I get absolutely clear on what it is I want and what are the steps to get there. This guidebook will tell you and take you through every step of the process so that you don't have to think too hard and you can just focus on what you're passionate about and what lights you up. So if you haven't already, go get your Authentically Aligned Goal Setting Guidebook now, 50% off using the code BESTYEAR50. You're welcome, literally. So go check that out. And if you've already started, let me know, what are your top 3 focus areas that you've discovered in the workbook? Let me know so that I can support you this year. I am so excited about the possibility for this year. If you just give yourself permission to open your heart to receive and just fuck the fear and just do it anyway, this will be the year that you realize all of those dreams. Those seeds that you've been planting for years are coming to fruition. This is the year, literally, seeds coming to fruition. Hello, that's what I'm talking about. So if you love this message, please invite your soul sisters, spread the good vibes, share the video, tag, whatever you got to do to get the message across. I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Today, I was using the Shine from the Inside Oracle with a very powerful message of clearing your channel, getting your shit straight so that you can be a bright, shining light in this world. You are already doing it. I see you, Katie. You are already doing the work. You're just not giving yourself the credit. So love on yourself this week, extra. And last thing I meant to say, I was going to tell you a little special story. So every year on this day, it's my biological father's birthday. I learned about him when I was 8 years old through getting one of these in the mail. He sent me a letter from prison and I learned I had another dad. And that really sent me on a whole journey that I didn't know would lead me to be the psychic and intuitive channel. It wasn't until I got in a float tank in 2012, I think I was in a float tank and I heard him start speaking to me. Hey, baby girl, I had to pass in the physical world so I could guide you from the spiritual world. That was all he said, and that was enough to make me curious to start looking into it. So I want to share this quick story with you. Every year I play pool in honor of my dad. He was a champion pool player. And so we go to a pool hall, shoot some rounds. I always kick Chris's ass most of the time. But he's really good. We're good. We're competitive. Okay. And it's in my blood. So anyway, I asked my biological dad one year, please show me a sign, a clear sign that you're with me. And when we got to the pool hall, I looked up above the table and there was a happy birthday balloon. So I knew that happy birthday balloon sign was a clear message from my dad, thanking me for honoring him, even though I didn't really know him, and getting to read these letters is really the only option I have through the mediumship. So I'm grateful for that connection. And I'm grateful for the gift that it's created for me to be able to pass on and share with you. So today I'll be reading letters and playing pool in honor of my dad. So I wanted to share that little fun, vulnerable piece of my life that maybe you have someone that's passed on in your life and you'd like to honor them by doing some kind of fun ritual on their birthday. So let me know if that resonates. And if you would like to dive in for a one-on-one reading with me and make some magic, I am opening up my calendar now so that you can get on there by going to BritneyCarmichael.com/tarot, and you can can snap up the last few spots I have in January. So thank you for being here. I just loved getting to share this message, to be open and vulnerable and sharing more about my life and how this journey has unfolded for me in the most crazy and magical way. And until then, I will catch you guys later. We'll see you on Friday for the Elevated Life podcast if you tune into that. And until then, I will catch you next week. Peace. Bye.